Welcome, 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 everybody. I hope that you are having a fantastic day. I am excited to be here and hang out with you. It's been like 500 days since Nintendo did a Nintendo Direct. That is a long time. That is a long time. I am very excited to watch this Nintendo Direct. It is starting in roughly a half an hour, and I think it's going to be a big one. I think that Nintendo would have just continued to stay silent if they didn't have some big stuff to talk about. So hello there, FPG Gaming and Stupid Rabbit. How are you doing? Welcome. Thank you for hanging out. What are your predictions? Stupid Rabbit says Nintendo partners with Google. We get Nintendo IP streamed directly to our phones so we can hop King Koopa instead of tweeting on the toilet. I don't think so. Nintendo is not quite ready for streaming yet. I know that I don't see Nintendo partnering with Google on stuff like that. I do see third parties partnering with Google, and because they are partnered with Google, they would then be able to sell their games on Nintendo systems or your phone or your tablets or whatever. But I don't think Nintendo is going to be partnering with them. Lucas Van Anger says, I gave up on making predictions. That way I'm not disappointed. Well, here's the thing. It's still fun to make a prediction as long as you don't expect, as long as that prediction is just that. It's a prediction, not an expectation. My prediction could you not like at everyone in your announcements smack my head? Could you not like what? Oh, because I didn't at everyone? I don't know. I always feel bad. I don't know. You're right. I should have Vaxxer. The thing is that, like, I added everyone in the Nintendo channel. You know what I mean? So there's that. That way, if people don't care about Nintendo stuff, then they won't see the notification. So my predictions are that we will get a release date for Breath of the Wild 2. It'll be this year. We will see Breath of the Wild 2 this year. It will be heavily featured in whatever they do at E3. E3, in air quotes there. I think that we'll see Legend of Zelda compilation with Ocarina of Time, which is on the screen behind me right now. I'm trying to do a little magic juju to get what I want. So Ocarina of Time is right back there on that screen. I've got on my arcade cabinet over here, which you'll see in a little bit, I've got Link to the Past running. But I would like to see Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask in like a Mario 35th anniversary pack, like the Mario one, but a Zelda one. And then I would like to see a pack number 2 that has the 3D Zeldas that were on the GameCube and on the Wii, which would be Wind Waker, Skyward Sword, and Twilight Princess. I think that those 3 would be in a pack. Astro Josh, that's a thing that I've never really cared about the Bayonetta franchise. I've never played it. So I've never really cared about that, but absolutely, like they mentioned Bayonetta 3 like 2 years ago, I think. It's been a long time. So I do think that that's a possibility that I think it's a good possibility that we'll hear something about Bayonetta 3. I understand that, Stupid Rabbit, and thank you very much for the support. See, here's the thing is I like talking about everything. I don't just like talking about one thing. So I'm excited to talk about Nintendo stuff, just as I'm excited to talk about Stadia stuff on Sunday. And I think Lloyd's got a GeForce video coming out later on this week. I'm not sure. Hey there, Ruben. What's going on, man? FPG Gaming says, my bad prediction is they reveal something about a new console or something. To be honest, I have no idea. I don't think they're going to do anything with a new console. I mean, look, is it possible that they have the Switch Pro? It's possible. I think it's unlikely, though. I think the Switch Pro is an unlikely... I do think it exists, and I think that it will come out. I don't think it gets announced today. You want to see more Bayonetta 3 and more No More Heroes 3. So, No More Heroes is on Luna. And I've never played a No More Heroes game. So I loaded it up and I played it for a little bit. And I do not see the appeal. Like that game, the first one, I don't know, maybe the new one will be amazing. But that first one was completely unappealing to me. I just did not care at all. It wasn't fun. I liked the combat. The blood spatter everywhere. It was really irritating. And then the thing that drove me the most crazy was the sound. And I know it's an older game, but the sound was just terrible. It sounded real bad. Game Boy for Nintendo Switch Online. Phil C. I think that's possible. That people would be very happy about that. I mean, I feel like they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to... Well, okay. The games that they brought out, I think it was today, for Nintendo Switch Online, for the SNES and the NES. Those games are... unexciting. They are very much unexciting games. And I know that there are better games on the Super Nintendo, and there are better games on the Nintendo that are not yet part of Nintendo Switch Online. But Nintendo has to get the third-party publishers on board for that. So maybe that will happen, maybe it won't, but as far as the really good games, all of the really good games, well, many is the word I will use. Many of the really good games that were on the Super Nintendo or on the NES are already available on the or on the Nintendo Switch, except for the third-party ones that Nintendo does not have the rights to. So I think it's time. I think it's time for them to bring out Game Boy games. FPG Gaming. I wonder if we'll see maybe Sonic Forces 2. Well, it's the 30th. It's the 30th anniversary of Sonic. Not today, but this year is the 30th anniversary of Sonic. So I think that that's a possibility. Ahmed says, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate upcoming characters. Yeah, that's a pretty safe bet. Which characters are you expecting? Now there's the real question. That's the big question there that you would want to know. You're saying No More Heroes 2 is better than 1? Well, that's good. I have to be honest. I played the tutorial for 1 and I was bored. I didn't think it was a very good game. I want a 2-in-1 Sonic adventure. For me, honestly, what I would rather have is I would rather have them bring out Sonic Mania 2. Because Sonic Mania is absolutely fantastic, and I would love to see a second one. Hip hip for the nest. What was hoping you would live stream so I could watch with people. Well, thank you very much for hanging out, Omni. Speaking of the nest, check this out. Look at my shirt. My microphone. Huh? And it's on the back too. We finally got our shirts. Well, I got my shirt. Lloyd's is going to take forever because he's in Canada, and he was having login issues. Oh, your name was I'm the Law. Okay. That reminds me of when I was in the Army. When I was at basic training, we had to, they would say, attention, and we had to yell out this long chant about the law. This is the house of pain, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to do the whole thing. Although I still remember it. Hang on, I'm getting a text message. By the way, speaking of, well, we already know about Sephiroth. Sephiroth is a character that's coming to Smash Brothers. So I meant like new characters. When was the Nintendo Direct? It's happening shortly, Donna. It's in 20 minutes. We're gonna have a Nintendo Direct, and I'm gonna stream it live right here. And don't worry, it won't be in this little tiny screen. Where is it? It won't be in this little tiny screen over here. It'll be like full screen. Like it'll be like full screen like this, and I'll be a little tiny screen way up here. But until it actually starts, I'll just leave it like that. Sora. Now, who owns the rights to Sora? I don't think it's Square Enix. I think it's Disney. So, would Disney allow Sora to be in Smash? Maybe, but I don't know. I mean, they got... you know what? I don't think... Well... Because I feel like they got Cloud, they got Sephiroth. They need to move away from the Square Enix style property and bring in... I would like to see somebody from... Well, we got Konami. Capcom is represented with Mega Man. Who is a publisher, like a big publisher, that from early days that's still around that we don't currently have represented? Master Chief? I mean, yeah, Master Chief would be awesome. Omnipotent. I was just talking about this before. I would love a Zelda collection. Anthony says if Disney had any character, it would be Mando. No, because Nintendo were very, very specific when they were talking about characters that are eligible to be in Smash. It has to be a character that originated in a video game. If they didn't originate, and not just having been in a video game, but originated in a video game. So people are always talking about like Goku, and like he's from Dragon Ball Z, I think, right? So Goku didn't originate in a video game. He originated in, I don't know, either anime or manga. So Goku won't ever be in Smash Brothers. Well, so far. Rayman? Rayman would be cool. I mean, I'm not a Rayman fan, but I know that there's a lot of people that are. They're planning a separate Zelda Anniversary Direct. Will they pre-announce that Direct at the end of this one? Phil C. No, they won't do that. What they would do is they would say, and that's everything that we're going to talk about today. And then let's say that the Zelda focused Direct was on March 15th. On March 13th, they might say something, or maybe even March 14th. Nintendo does not give a lot of time between the announcement of the Direct and the actual Direct. Philip, I would like a Stadia Connect as well. But right now, with everything that's going on with Stadia, what I would really like them to do is have a Connect, but not announce it ahead of time. Just drop a video on the Stadia website or on the Stadia YouTube channel. And obviously that's bad for me as a content creator because that means I can't live stream it, which is always a huge day for us. But I just think if they pre-announce it, then people get hyped and then they get disappointed. And I fully expect that thing's going to happen today too. The same thing that happens every time Stadia pre-announces something is going to happen today with Nintendo, because Nintendo is going to, you know, they pre-announced their Direct and everybody's been speculating for a day and a half. It just so happens that Nintendo has said nothing for over 500 days. Well, said nothing. They have not had an official Nintendo Direct for over 500 days. So people are expecting the moon. I really hope so. Nice fleece there. Logo looks familiar. Oh yeah, it's a hoodie. I don't know if I can drop these in. I'm gonna hit a button. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh yeah, there you go. So you can get these shirts right there in chat. That's such a cool feature. Jason Brown, Bill, did you see that Microsoft's acquisition of Bethesda played a big part at the end of Stadia's first-party studio? Jason, I did see that, and we're obviously going to be talking about that on Sunday. I was gonna make a video yesterday, but yesterday was crazy busy, and then today I interviewed Garnett Lee for 143 Pixels, and then I spent the rest of the day editing episodes of 143 Pixels. Season 5 is done. I finished it. It's all uploaded and ready to go. It's going to start dropping for people next week, I believe. Maybe the week after. I can't remember. And 143pixels.com if you haven't already checked that out. And then my new treadmill arrived. So I got that all unboxed, and it's in the gym, our little workout area, in pieces. And I was like, I wasn't, that's why I didn't announce this sooner, is because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be in the middle of the stream and like the guy's going to show up with the treadmill. So as soon as I got it all in there, I started looking at the directions. I was like, this is going to take me a while. I'm not going to do it right now. So, you know, I'm going to do the Direct. We'll obviously have a post show where we'll just talk about that stuff a little bit. And then I'm going to start putting the treadmill together. And then after that, my wife and I are going to bring some of our daughter's stuff to her. She has a new apartment with her boyfriend. And like she has some stuff that's been here forever. So we got to bring that stuff to her. How are the hats coming along? I don't have any details on the hats, Jason. It's been crazy. And then tomorrow I'm getting my second vaccine, and I am ready to be horribly sick, because like when I get a cold, I don't get the sniffles. I get super sick. I might not be on StadiaCast on Sunday. I might not be able to do it. The show will still happen because Lloyd will be able to do it, but I might not be able to do it because I may be sick. Yeah, we definitely want to do hats. So somebody said, why would that be bad for Stadia? And I assume that they are asking, why would Microsoft buying Bethesda be bad for Stadia? It's not necessarily that it's bad for Stadia. It's that Stadia looked at that, I think, and we could talk more about this on the Sunday show. They looked at that and they said, you know what? This is a whole lot, doing that is a whole lot cheaper than trying to make our own stuff. We'll just get others that already know what they're doing to bring their games. We could do it for a lot less money. Hey, Richard, what's up, man? I'm sorry, Richard. Microsoft and Nintendo have been collaborating recently. Steve on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Maybe there's been some other things that they've been working on together. I mean, it's possible. I feel like Microsoft understands that having Steve in Smash Brothers is a huge advertising win for them. Like, that's free advertising for Minecraft. And then on top of that, they have also been really generous with the IP that they own and putting it on other platforms. And I think the reason for that is because they want money. Don't take that as like a slight at them, but they understand that if I buy their game on a Nintendo platform, they still make money. And if I don't have an Xbox and I can't buy their game because I don't have an Xbox, well, then they don't make money. So it makes a lot of sense for them to port their games to other platforms. Five Nights at Freddy's? I don't think so, FPG. The people who are asking when the direct starts, it starts in 11 minutes. And we're going to watch it right here together. Oh, Philip, I can walk and chew gum at the same time. I can talk about both things. We could ping pong back and forth. I just like talking about video games, you know? Richard says he wants Metal Gear. You want a Metal Gear collection? Is that what you mean? Can't are open my for free. I don't know what you're saying, man. I am not sure what you mean by that. If you want to, say it in different words, maybe I would understand. Slapped by fish. I'm going to take bold guess and say the character will be a Pokemon. You know, I mean, I hope not. I hope it's not a Pokemon. I really hope it's not a Pokemon. I don't want another Pokemon. I want something new. I want to be surprised. I don't even look. Would I be fine if it's Master Chief? Yeah. I'd be totally fine if it's Master Chief. But when they make an announcement, I want to be totally floored. I want to be knocked out of my chair. I want to see it and be like, I did not see that coming. Joel Mead says we need more Fire Emblem characters if Smash wants to survive. Anthony, anything I'm hoping that Nintendo unveils? Yes. I'm hoping for Breath of the Wild 2 release date. That's the only thing that's the thing that I got my fingers crossed for. Everything else would be gravy to me. But a Breath of the Wild release date would be the one thing that I want more than anything else. And I want it to be this year. I originally, when they first announced it, pre-COVID, I predicted that it was coming out holiday 2020. And I posit that it would have come out holiday 2020 if not for the pandemic. What about Bayonetta 3 and Metroid Prime 4? I think that those are both... Well, I think Bayonetta 3 is very likely. Metroid Prime 4, I would really like them to show us something, but I still don't think that we get it this year. And if you look at what it says here, it says featuring roughly 50 minutes of information focused on available games like Smash Bros. Ultimate and games coming to Switch in the first half of 2021. Okay. The first half of 2021. I don't think we're going to hear about Breath of the Wild release date. I didn't see that first half part. Oh, that is so disappointing. The first half of 2021. That makes me sad. We may see a trailer for Breath of the Wild 2. I don't know, man. I mean, look, if the game was supposed to come out holiday 2020 and it got pushed to June 2021, that's a 6-month push. Possible? I think it's possible, but I think it's unlikely. Don't you know how to read? Joel Mead, I have been busy all day. Joel Reed, that's what they call him. Giovanni, thank you very much for coming and hanging out with us. I do appreciate it. Speaking of appreciation, we've got just a couple minutes before the show starts. I want to take a second and thank these people right here. We got Florian, John, GRS, Eric, Dusty, Hungry Moogle, Chris Peters, Daryl Smock. Why did you do that? And Ray Sherrod. Thank you guys for becoming members. We really do appreciate it. We do. Thank you. Maybe they will sprinkle something in the second half. That doesn't mean the one more thing isn't a holiday game. Well, listen, we're going to find out in 6 minutes. 6 minutes, everybody. Philip, I would like to see Project Hailstorm as well. I want to know what that is. Astro Josh, hoping for the Ace Attorney collection. Yeah, I mean, not only was that leaked by Capcom, or well, not by Capcom, but from the Capcom leak, but it was also leaked by the Korean ratings board. So I think that's in the bag. For me, I could not care less about that. I don't care. But I hope it happens for everybody else. Hype in the chat for 5 minutes until the direct. I'm hyped, man. I'm super hyped. It's been over. Let me see. When was the last Nintendo Direct? When was the last Nintendo Direct? You know what? If I just type in Nintendo Direct and we go to Nintendo Direct and we go to the Direct archive, Nintendo Direct 9/4/2019. Yeah, that's the last time. September 4th, 2019. That's how long it's been. September 4th, 2019. $532 days since the last Nintendo Direct. Destiny 2 Switch Edition. Oh. Destiny 2 Switch Edition. Only if it's streaming. It's not. I don't see that happening. God, that game takes so long to load on a PlayStation. I can't imagine it on a Switch. Hey, Lloyd, what's going on, man? All right, it's official. You guys are not allowed to talk about Valheim because I cannot resist buying it. I don't want to buy it. I know it's only $20. I know it's supposed to be fantastic. I don't want to buy it, though. Don't make me buy it. Valheim is like Minecraft, but harder. And a lot of people are playing it a bunch lately. Lloyd, I will time you out, sir. We gonna have that that GeForce video coming soon? Two minutes. GeForce Now is great. It just has a horrible user experience until you're playing the game. All right, I'm gonna shut off the music. And I'm going to bring this all up on screen. And we are ready to roll. There we go. Valheim cast confirmed. Anything Zelda and you'll be happy. Chris Jackson, I think that we've got a very good chance of that happening. Ew, no, not Wand of Gamelon. So there was a store near in the mall of my hometown, and I can't. It had two names, not two names, but like its name was ... You know what I mean? And they had a Philips CDI in there, and I played a little bit of Wand of Gamelon in the store. It was a terrible experience. I know. No, not GameStop. It was not a video game store. I just remembered Montgomery Ward. Montgomery Ward was the name of the store. Because my stepmother would shop there. And we would walk in, and then she would go look at, I don't know, whatever. Oh, here we go. Happy I was never able to buy one. All right. Camera too big, too small? Camera okay? Don't forget to hit the like button, you guys. Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC? Oh, wait.
One day, Pyra just disappeared.
Pyra is the new... Wait, is she already in Smash Brothers? I don't think this is a collection. Why does this say I couldn't find it anywhere?
I couldn't find her anywhere.
Oh, okay. No, I know that she's not a playable character, but I think she's an assist trophy.
Off the face of all rest, without a trace. Where have you gone? I'll find you, whatever it takes.
Oh, here we go. It's him.
This is where you were. Pyra!
Sorry, Rex. I couldn't tell you. Because... I got an invitation to join Smash!
Well, there you go.
What? I thought I was gonna be in Smash.
Just sit back and leave it to me,
Oh, they're
Rex.
both gonna be in.
Behold the power of the Aegis!
I thought I was gonna be in Smash, he says. That's awesome.
Smash Flare!
You powered up your Smash attack with fire?
Flame Nova! Prominence Revolt! Blazing End!
That's genius! You're pretty much owning them, and these are seasoned fighters!
There are no pushovers!
I mean, it's cool. I'm not gonna buy her.
Talk about a tight spot. Mithra? Let me
Oh,
handle
that's
this.
right. Because she can switch over to Mithra. Now, are they two characters or one character?
Cutting it close, huh? Oh, hey, were these guys planning on winning? Gee, I feel kind of bad now. Coming through! Lightning, Buster! Photonic! Ray of Punishment! Throw with us!
God, I want to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 again. It's so good.
What? You can even use that?
You guys think Rex is going to be in?
Right here!
So you two can swap between each other freely?
Serious
Oh, no. Look at that. Yeah, you just hit a button and you switch.
together! Nothing can stand in
That's
our way.
cool.
Quite the spectacle, aren't they?
Wait, Gramps?
Oh, nice.
I've missed
Very
this
cool
one.
stage.
Mind if I watch a while? Oh, look, our friends are here. And there's some more.
You're all mine!
I'll lend you a hand.
Sacred arrow! Burning
Sword! Nailed it!
sure did! Witness our power!
That's really cool.
I never expected to see you two again. Well, now that you're in Smash,
Astro Josh,
I won't
I'm
go
with you,
easy
man.
on you.
I want Xenoblade X
Fighting
on the Switch.
You forget. We're fighters too!
Well, that was a hell of a way to start things off. Wow.
Hello, everyone. It's been a while. I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo. Last year, we delivered some news through a series of Nintendo Direct mini presentations. However, we haven't been able to present a Nintendo Direct in this style for some time.
Well, he's
I'm
still
happy
in
to
there.
share this Nintendo Direct with you all today. We appreciate your continued support.
Seems like they're going to drop a bunch of information and we won't see another Direct right away.
Okay, what you just saw was the reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game, Pyra and Mythra. They originally appeared in the Xenoblade Chronicles series as Rex's 2-in-1 ally. Please look forward to seeing their moveset in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This fighter releases in March, so we hope you'll stay tuned just a bit longer. All right, let's continue with our first
MK
batch
Gaming,
of
I'm with you
Nintendo
on it.
Switch headlines.
I find it irritating myself. Oh, look at that. Wait, is Fall Guys already on Switch? I guess not. It's a perfect game for Switch. Thanks, Richard. Yeah, because I got to do the show on. I record. Man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to record Switchcraft on
Stumble
Saturday
toward
because
greatness
I'm going to be
when
sick.
Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout comes to the Nintendo Switch system summer 2021.
It's a dead game?
You have 22 minutes before the solar system is destroyed. Venture into the vast reaches of space to uncover the secrets left behind by an ancient civilization. You have 22 minutes. After that, the sun
Thanks,
will explode
Richard.
and the solar system will be annihilated. However, everything will reset, allowing you to continue exploring while retaining information you gathered. By repeating these cycles, you'll gradually unravel the mysteries hidden in the universe.
I never played this game, but I heard good things about it.
What messages will you discover? How can you prevent the sun from exploding? Why is the solar system trapped in an endless time loop? Find out when the critically acclaimed Outer Wilds launches on Nintendo Switch summer 2021.
My guess is just because it's not huge on
Put your
Twitch
sleuthing
anymore
skills
doesn't mean
to the
that
test
it's
in
not
two
still being
classic
played.
murder mystery games. Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind, two deep cuts from Nintendo history, are coming to North America for the first time. Localized in English and modernized for the Nintendo Switch system. Suspense, drama, and twists and turns await at every corner. You'll be on the edge of your seat as you dive into these deep narratives set in Japan.
Yeah, this
in
is
one game,
uninteresting
you'll solve
to
a
me.
complex murder case surrounding a wealthy family in a haunted village while dealing with amnesia.
The art is really good, though.
But that's not the only case to crack.
Oh, here comes Ace Ventura. Not Ace Ventura. What the hell is it? Phoenix
In
Wright.
the other game, you'll investigate a supernatural rumor after a mysterious death to free students from a sinister nightmare. Interrogate suspects and hunt for clues to piece together these chilling conundrums.
Oh, I thought he was switching over
Can
into
you figure out
Phoenix
who
Wright.
the culprit is before it's too late? Uncover the
Detective.
deadly truth in Famicom Detective Club The Missing Heir and Famicom Detective Club The Girl Who Stands Behind. Coming to Nintendo Switch May 14th.
Seems like a really
Pre-orders begin
long-
today
like,
on Nintendo eShop.
They spent a lot of time on that.
A new age of battles begins.
Is this another Warriors game? Yes, it's Dynasty Warriors. After playing Hyrule Warriors, both 1 and 2, and Fire Emblem Warriors, I'm hyped for these games. Samurai Warriors, okay. It's the same thing, though, I think.
The latest entry in the Samurai Warriors franchise
Koei
is coming
Tecmo.
to Nintendo Switch. Dive into the history of the Sengoku period as the series now shines the spotlight on Nobunaga Oda and Mitsuhide.
Well, I mean, that's not a huge surprise there, Fish.
Character designs
Nintendo's a
and visuals
Japanese
have been
company.
revamped for this installment. Unleash high-octane moves in electrifying 1 versus 1,000 battles. In Samurai Warriors 5.
This will be a
slashing its
game I'll
way
buy.
onto Nintendo Switch, summer 2021.
I don't think we'll be getting Fire Emblem stuff.
The vast world of Fadiel beckons. After 20 long years, Legend of Mana featuring remastered HD graphics is coming to Nintendo Switch. You'll set off on a journey to find the mystical mana
Keep in
tree
mind,
seen in a
Fish,
dream.
It's 50 minutes long.
Before discovering the world map is empty. During your travels, you'll acquire special items called artifacts. Place them on the map to bring towns, dungeons, and other lands to life. It's
I
up
love
to
the
you
art
on
style
when
for
and
this,
where
but
to
I've
place
never played it.
artifacts, as well as how to advance the story.
Don't know that I will, though.
Join forces with characters, each on their own personal quests. Square off against fearsome monsters.
Oh, man.
Or
Love
take a
the
break
art.
from adventure and rest up at home. The music has been rearranged for this enhanced version, and you can alternate between the new arrangement and the original soundtrack. Other features have been added, including the ability to turn off enemy encounters, as well as the new minigame Ring Ring Land. Legend of Mana will launch on Nintendo Switch June 24th.
I mean, that's cool. I'm not really interested in that. I've heard great things about it, but I know what'll happen is I'll start it and get distracted. What is this? Monster Hunter Rise? Yeah, Monster Hunter Rise. This is the first game on the Switch that's going to be featuring their updated multiplayer system, which is a huge, hopefully a huge improvement over what they've been using since the GameCube era. And that theme is gorgeous. I'll be picking this one up. There is a demo available if you guys haven't played it. There's a demo available on the Switch, so you can try it out.
Go assemble the villagers. 50 years ago, Kamura Village was attacked by the Rampage and Magnum Malo. And we suffered some devastating casualties.
How can we fight against that?
Our hunter's about to...
Yeah, Richard, that's a good point.
No! We can't lose this gate! Pull yourselves together! You're not getting it!
I don't know what I would want more, Monster Hunter or Bravely Default 2.
Go rampage somewhere else.
You listen to me now.
Here it comes! Watch out for the apex! Do not let it pass!
You don't like Monster Hunter, Astro? I think it's
Rampage.
fantastic.
How long do you think it's going to last?
Don't forget to hit the like button if you're here.
Inoa, we should start preparations right away.
We're here to offer assistance.
We must stop the calamity!
Yeah, the monsters in Monster Hunter are crazy, and the fights are super fun. Ooh. I don't need another controller.
That was the latest trailer for Monster Hunter Rise from Capcom. How will our heroes fare against these ferocious monsters? Stay tuned for the latest installment in the Monster Hunter series, launching March 26th. Next, please take a look at this.
The fairway is open once again. Tee off in the latest installment of the Mario Golf
Mario
series,
Golf.
coming to Nintendo Switch. Study the wind and terrain. Take your time to think things through. Then swing.
Please have motion control. Play golf with the
Enjoy golfing with
Joy-Con.
familiar Mushroom Kingdom characters on courses filled with lush, natural scenery.
Why did it take this long?
Use features on the greens, like a shot gauge, to see how your shot will curve due to slopes, and a scan that lets you examine a course's terrain. These features can help you ace your shots. In addition to button controls, you
Yes!
can also use motion controls by holding a Joy-Con controller like a golf club.
I don't like this woman's
Gently
voice.
swing the controller to have your character swing in the game, letting you easily enjoy the sensation of golfing. On top of all that, there are several modes with new elements that truly bring the heat to Mario Golf, including
What the
this
hell?
one, Speed Golf. Here, it's always your turn. Everyone tees off at the same time, then
Oh my God,
you'll race
that looks
through the course
awesome.
to reach your ball. Give it another whack to get it closer to the hole, then keep going. Outpace your opponents to come out on top. Your golfing skills aren't the only things at play. Make use of dashes and special shots to beat the competition. Oh, did we mention story mode? As a Mii character, you'll start out as a rookie and develop
All
your
right, that's
golfing
cool.
skills while interacting with various Mushroom Kingdom characters.
I don't really care for story mode. I just want to play, but cool.
Allocate points to different stats, allowing you to develop your character however you'd like. You can also use your Mii in versus
No, she's a
play.
me. Like,
Put
so you make your
golfing
own
skills to
character.
the test when Mario Golf Super Rush swings onto Nintendo Switch June 25th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop after this presentation.
The latest game in the Mario Golf series adds new gameplay for multiplayer modes, as well as the familiar golf gameplay with
The whole idea
easy-to-learn
that it
controls.
took 4 years for this to come to the Switch is insanity.
Please look forward to this game on Nintendo Switch. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Check out these games coming to Nintendo Switch. Return to the unforgiving world of Pandora in Tales from the Borderlands. Play as the
Yeah.
Hyperion lackey Reese and the quick-witted con
This
artist
one- this
Fiona
game was
set
leaked
out to
by,
recover a mountain of cash.
by one of the
Set between Borderlands
ratings
2
boards.
and 3, this game includes all 5 episodes, filled with classic Borderlands humor. Gangsters, bandit lords, and vault hunters are just a handful of the obstacles you'll encounter in this choice-driven narrative adventure. Embark on a wild ride when Tales from the Borderlands launches on Nintendo Switch March 24th.
I really liked Mario Tennis, Richard.
32 of Capcom's most beloved arcade classics are coming to Nintendo Switch. Rewind gameplay, adjust game speed or difficulty, and select from a variety of display options to relive that sweet arcade goodness. Get 1943 The Battle of Midway for free, then purchase game packs or the standalone Ghosts and Goblins add-on to build your collection. Local co-op play is also available. Scratch that nostalgic itch when Capcom Arcade
Telltale is
Stadium
dead, but
launches
somebody ended
later
up buying the
today.
rights to the games that they had.
Brains. As a zombie, you just can't get enough of them. In this action game from Aspyr, you'll build your zombie horde and take revenge on the city by turning humans into your undead allies.
What the hell?
Replenish your bodily arsenal of sputum head, gut grenades, and more during your grisly mission. This city ain't no match for a dead man. Stubbs the Zombie and Rebel Without a Pulse eats its way onto Nintendo Switch March 16th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Okay then.
It's Travis Touchdown versus Assassins. Wait, aliens? Aliens have invaded Earth. Hold up, is this even the right game? Anyway, after annihilating an entire city, the aliens have taken over and now host an intergalactic superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's fate.
Here we go.
As the crass, beam
He's got
katana-wielding
Joy-Cons on
assassin
his-
Travis
on his
Touchdown,
hand.
you'll need to fight your way to the top to save the world. Hey, not so fast. To enter each boss fight, you'll have to do some odd jobs around town and earn enough to pay off the entry fee. You'll then face off against a slew of unusual opponents. Most of them aliens with some crazy tricks up their sleeves.
I don't care about this
Study their
game at all.
tactics carefully to gain the upper hand in combat. With a new and improved Death Glove, you'll have access to a variety of deadly skills that can be customized and upgraded before each match. The fate of the world is at stake, so get ready to kick some, whatever.
How do you guys
aliens
feel
have
about
that
No
you can
More
kick.
Heroes 3? Is there hype
Anyway,
in chat
it all
for
makes
this?
sense when No More Heroes 3 lands on Earth. Or, you know, Nintendo Switch, August 27th. Exterminate demons in heaven.
As above, so below. Why do they need assassins in heaven? To do someone's dirty work.
Okay, so it's a shooter, first-person shooter. Shooting cards. You know what? This feels like it would be a roguelike.
It's kill or be killed. You won't last long if you can't rely on yourself.
I don't know about this game. I like the idea of the card system where you're like,
God's
all right, this
judgment
is what I want.
has nothing to do with it.
Oh, if you look at the cards, whenever they shoot, they change color, so you only have so many shots with a card before it's gone. So you're changing weapon type a lot.
Uncover Heaven's mysteries in neon white. Coming
Look,
to Nintendo
winter.
Switch, winter 2021.
They're talking about winter. I think we're gonna
The
get
DC
Zelda.
superhero girls are here to save the day.
Hi, everyone.
Uh.
My name's Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl. I'm always inventing new gadgets to fight crime. Like my
So far
batarangs
for me,
and
the one thing that I'm excited for is
She's super strong and has
Mario Golf.
plus super breath.
This looks terrible.
And let's not forget Wonder Woman, an Amazonian warrior who wields the lasso of truth. Along with our friends Green Lantern, Bumblebee, and Zatanna, we fight evil supervillains to keep our city safe. But we're not just about the super life.
Well, keep in mind that, you know, while this is not for me, I'm sure that this is a game that will sell well to
Get out of
kids.
class and do some shopping downtown with my besties. Ooh, and maybe take some photos to share on Superstar Post while we're at it.
But man, the voice is really annoying. Oh, you know what, Richard? That's a good call. It will be a free-to-play game because then they can sell you costumes.
No one could have seen it coming, but when justice calls, you can count on us to answer no matter what. Just gotta make sure no one figures out our secret identities.
Oh, this is a show?
DC Superhero Girls Teen Power heroically soars onto Nintendo Switch June 4th.
I did not know that it was a show.
Ready the juice cannons and prepare for battle.
Oh, is this Plants vs. Zombies? Yes, my son is going to be super happy about this. He loves Plants vs. Zombies. Complete edition. March 19th. Oh, man. That's in a month. This is supposed to be, like, it's a really good game. And I hope it has cross-platform multiplayer, though. Like, that's an important thing. I'm not really interested in this, but I think a lot of people will be. No, it's less. It's a month away. Richard, that means complete with microtransactions. That's true.
We'll join you in your adventure. Hint: anyone can.
Oh,
together on a
man.
quest to face evil and save faces.
People have wanted this forever.
Cast me characters in various
This
roles across
this
the kingdom.
lends this makes it possible. I think it's possible that we get Wii Sports
Various dark lords.
or Me Sports.
Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game. Glam up your Miis and get them ready for adventure. There's also a new wig feature, letting you go wild with your Mii creations and make them even more fabulous.
This was huge on the
In the world of
Nintendo
Miitopia,
3DS.
relationships are key. So consider spending some quality time with allies to strengthen bonds. This can
I'm
give
not
you an
gonna play
advantage
this.
during battle. If your relationship's sour, though, things
Oh, okay,
might
so
take a
this
turn
is
for the
not
worse.
this isn't the game that I thought it was. I thought it was the one where, like,
You can
with
have a horse
the
as an ally? That sounds
whenever you got
pretty
close
darn
to
good. Care for it, and then lend a
somebody
hand, or
with your 3DS, like
in
you would
battle.
exchange your Miis.
Venture with friends and familiar faces in the lighthearted romp Miitopia, coming to Nintendo Switch May 21st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
I've never played an auto battler, so I don't know what those are like.
Super Mario themed items are coming to your island.
Street Pass, thank you, Astro Josh.
Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary themed items are coming to the Animal Crossing New Horizons game. Familiar items like the Super Mushroom and the Question Block can be ordered in-game as furniture items.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
So place them however and wherever you
I
like.
love Animal Crossing.
You can also place 2 warp pipes.
Oh, that's huge. Be able to move around your island a little easier.
Then use them to travel between locations on your island. Hey, why not try recreating the Mushroom Kingdom? A free update for the game launches February 25th.
Nice,
After
that's next
downloading
week.
it, Super Mario Bros. Items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st.
Mario Maker Crossing.
Keep
Oh,
an
there's
eye
your
on the
Wario
official
outfit.
Animal Crossing Twitter account for
Oh no,
the
you wanted
latest information.
Waluigi. I'm sure that Waluigi's in there. All right, where are we at?
continue
We
enjoying
still
life on your
have
island.
about 15 minutes of time with this.
How was that? These collaboration items will be released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary events. Please wait a bit longer for their release. Speaking of which,
Yeah, you're not wrong,
last
Richard.
week, we had the global launch for the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury game. We hope you enjoyed that Mario adventure as well. Next, we have another game to show you.
Is this Fire Emblem again? Or is this Bravely Default? This feels like Fire Emblem.
He leaves us no recourse. Swords!
Never. Aesfrost will answer for its crimes today.
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
You and no other must decide how we proceed.
Wait, it's
You are
Octopath?
leader, and must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest. Together with these fields, today you burn.
Is this
I
like
promise
a
to do
strategy
all in
game?
my
A
power
tactical?
To see us through this safely, every last one of us.
Yeah, it's a tactical game. Triangle strategy. So it is
Far
Octopath Traveler.
away lies the continent of Norzilia, comprised of 3 nations and limited deposits of salt and iron. The constant feuds among the nations over these precious resources eventually ignited into a great conflict known as the Salt Iron War. Though the hostilities ceased with an uneasy truce, decades later the flames of war threatened to engulf the realm once again.
You are all that remains.
I do like
In
this
a
style
tangled,
of
fiery web of
tactical game.
plots and conspiracies, a brave group from Glenbrook fights to save their kingdom from the powers that would orchestrate their downfall.
Yeah, this looks similar to Final Fantasy Tactics.
In this new tactical RPG, battles take place on terrain with
Looks
different
great.
elevations. A character's attack range is determined by their location and their equipped weapon. The range can be extended by attacking from higher ground with long-range weapons, such as bows and arrows. Thus, your forces can use the terrain and other elements to gain the upper hand. An enemy outflanked is susceptible not only to your initial attack, but also a powerful blow from the ally positioned behind the enemy.
This looks fantastic.
Charge into an enemy to send them flying into position for a follow-up attack. We win.
I
Link
love the
attacks
art.
together by first casting ice magic on the flames to create water terrain. Then electrify the area with lightning magic. It is
I
of the
did not
utmost
see this
importance to survey the battlefield before taking action. Throughout the story, you will be faced with making important decisions in a variety of
I know it has an Octopath art
situations.
style. It's an Octopath game, Richard.
Utility, morality, liberty. Collectively, your decisions will establish your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Aesfrost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refused to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions
I like how
are
every
made,
time they show
your
it, it's
journey
kind of
may
shifting
take you
slowly.
down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
Project Triangle Strategy, a brand new tactical RPG
I love that they
from Square Enix.
So if you go back to Octopath Traveler, that was their name was Project Octopath Traveler, like working title.
After this presentation, a demo
I'm sure that
version
this is
of
the title.
Game will be available to download
Oh,
on
nice, a
Nintendo
demo.
eShop. And in the future, we'll conduct a survey to gather player feedback. We look forward to hearing your responses.
I really like how Square has been doing the demos.
Please look forward to future updates on this brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix. Okay, let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Okay, so now we've got a bunch of headlines. which won't be
Calling all
huge,
hunters.
huge stuff.
Do you have what it takes?
Ooh, it's Stormtrooper stuff. Star Wars. What's going on here?
Star Wars Hunters is a competitive, free-to-play online game set between episodes 6 and 7. Clash in this third-person shooter coming to Nintendo Switch in 2021.
I did not see that coming.
All right, let's do this.
All right, Sal. Do I look at you or the camera?
Knockout City interviews, take 1.
We all play for different reasons.
Korgan loved battle. Korgan used many weapons. Triple-bladed war axe, spear of misery, Hades' soul-devouring crossbow.
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a hero.
In my line of work, bullets are constantly whizzing past you.
Flaming longsword, blade of doom.
Just once I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna lead my team to victory
What
and
the
kick
hell is
some
happening?
Serious ass. Look, it's simple.
Korgan want new weapon.
In Knockout City, I'm like a kung fu master. I can catch bullets. Woo! Come get some.
So that was a really strange ad.
Roger that, princess. Here.
Oh.
Let's find out what sound your face makes.
Roger that. Hands up, Your Highness.
I like this. I like what I'm seeing here. The fact that it's EA makes me a little nervous.
They may have won the battle.
Depends on what the microtransactions are like.
Can we redesign our characters? You're not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max, this is a war zone, not a bloody fashion show.
Pass to me.
I don't understand why they have this soldier guy and why the like what the orc in those characters are for. Like that's just kind of doofy. Knockout City. All right, seems cool.
The fight for survival starts now.
Hang on tight, because you're all going to play a little game of fate.
And I don't mind microtransactions, Richard, as long as it's just for cosmetic stuff and they don't do what they do in Fortnite. I don't like what they do in Fortnite, where it's like, you can only buy this thing for the next 15 minutes.
This game of fate at all costs.
Sorry to scare you all, but the game is canceled.
The game is suddenly called off. You escape the theme park and get a glimpse of Japan, but everyone's vanished. Set off on a captivating journey across the country that blends side-scrolling action with suspenseful narrative.
The one behind the whole game of fate.
As you make your way back home to
This
Tokyo,
doesn't look
you'll alternate
interesting to
between
me,
working
but
solo
it will be
and teaming up
interesting
with the
to
group
other
to
people, and
overcome
that makes it
challenges and
perfectly
monsters that
fine.
stand in your way. What awaits you all at the end of your journey? The battle for survival begins in World's End Club, venturing onto Nintendo Switch, May 28th.
Wonder if that's already on other systems.
Wield the powers of Olympus with the physical release of Hades.
Oh, there you go. Kodiak Moonwolf
The
is going to be happy
critically
about
acclaimed dungeon
that.
crawler and recipient of multiple Game of the Year awards.
I still haven't
Getting
played
a
this
physical
game. I
release
should.
on Nintendo Switch.
I won't
This
buy the
version
physical
comes with a
version because
couple of
I'm not
extras to
interested
assist
in
you on your journey
like
out
having
of
the physical
underworld.
versions
The
of
first
games.
is a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack. It's packed with 2.5 hours of blood-pumping music composed by Darren Korb. Known
So
for his
we
work
still
on
have-
supergiant titles like Transistor and Bastion.
They said 50 minutes, and it started at 5. So we still got
featuring portraits of the
12
game's
minutes.
vibrant
I
cast of
did the
gods,
math wrong
ghosts,
earlier. We
and
still got 12
monsters,
minutes
all
of
by
stuff.
Supergiant's art director, Gen Z. And let's not forget the game itself, offering dozens of hours of exhilarating
I know
action
that this
paired
game
with
is
a
amazing,
compelling
Chris.
story.
I
Escape
don't
the
have time
underworld
for it.
again, or for the first time, with the physical version of Hades on March 19th. 3 deadly action games, 1 masterful collection.
Oh, okay. Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
I'm not
Ninja Gaiden
interested in
Sigma
this,
2.
but I know that these are really good games
Ninja
based
Gaiden
on
3 Razor's Edge
what everyone says about it.
Coming to Nintendo
It's just
Switch
not
as
for
the
me.
action-packed Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. You are the legendary ninja Ryu Hayabusa, fighting against a great evil with battle skills that are second to none.
Now you bring out the original
weapons, each offering a freestyle with different set of lethal skills.
Ninja Gaiden, and I'll play the hell out of those.
Swiftly take down enemies. Quickly gauge your opponent's movements while unleashing fast and frenzied combos.
Chris, which game are you talking about?
In your quest to fulfill your destiny. All previous downloadable content, including costumes and game modes, are included. Revel in the intensity of Ninja Gaiden in one dynamic collection. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection slices its way onto Nintendo
Oh,
Switch
you know what,
Summer
Chris? That's a good
2021.
point. Yeah, Apex Legends. They should probably have a trailer for that.
More battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
DLC. I love this game. I hope it's a thing like they had in the first Age Hyrule Warriors. All right. Expanded roster, new... Oh my god, that was way too fast. I'll have to check it out later.
There's even more coming to Nintendo Switch. Bravely Default 2 is almost here. 4 Heroes of Light will soon embark on a journey.
I don't know,
to restore the
Jason. I'm
crystals.
starting to think we're not going to
Use
get
the
one.
job system to develop your characters and
Got
master
11
the
minutes
brave and
left.
Default commands to emerge victorious in turn-based battles. Veterans and newcomers to the series can enjoy this brand new story on February 26th.
I don't know if I'm going to be playing this right away. I got too much to play right now.
The game can be pre-ordered on Nintendo eShop. An updated demo is also available. The latest installment in the legendary Ghosts and Goblins series comes to life. As the brave knight Arthur, you'll unleash
I don't like the art for this. I wish that they had like the pixelated art from my youth, but I understand why.
Play is also available for the first time. Help Arthur in his quest.
I don't
with
think
one
it's
of 3
bad
supporting
art.
characters.
It's just
Barry
unappealing
for
to me.
defense, Carrie for transportation, or Archie for bridges. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection launches February 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. 8 protagonists, 8 captivating journeys. Saga Frontier has been remastered for Nintendo Switch. Travel through a stunning sci-fi world with any of the protagonists, each with their own stories. With the addition of the playable protagonist Fuse, new gameplay features, exhilarating battles, and a new scenario for the protagonist Acellus, Saga
No
Frontier
thanks.
Remastered is an adventure not to be missed. The game launches April 15th.
I got too many
Apex
awesome
Legends is storming
JRPGs to
onto the
play.
Nintendo
There's
Switch
Apex.
system. This free-to-play battle royale features
This
a
is my
growing
favorite
roster of
battle
powerful
royale.
contenders named Legends, strategic combat, cross-platform play, and more. All players on Nintendo Switch can get an all-new legendary Pathfinder.
See, here's my question though.
30 free levels for the Season 8 Mayhem Battle Pass. Plus,
Like it has cross-platform multiplayer, which is great, but if you're on the Switch, you're going to be at 30 frames, which means you're at a disadvantage.
glory when Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
How's it going so far?
It's incredibly
There's
good,
still
Joel.
A little bit more to show you in today's Nintendo Direct. So
Oh,
we hope you'll stick with us.
his little voice right
Next,
there.
Please
Got
take a
me
look at
excited.
this.
Come on.
Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now. We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year.
Don't put him on the screen
For now,
then.
we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer. While you're all waiting, however, this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch. Please take a look.
Skyward Sword. I mean, look, this is a great game. It really is. It looks really good, too. Holy cow. It looks really good. This is not just a... They didn't just drop it on there. They cleaned up the textures and stuff.
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers. The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat.
This game is really
But
good.
We've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in
that
handheld
makes it
mode
even
or on
better.
the Nintendo Switch Lite system. After mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick.
Wait, how do you control the camera then?
Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward. To swing to the right, to the left, or diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction.
Oh, but you're locked on, so
Here's
that's
something
fine.
else we've been working on. Specially designed Joy-Con controllers. The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif.
That's cool, but I'm not
The
gonna
Legend
buy
of
'em.
Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself.
Voice control for camera, oh my god.
We hope that people who played the original game on Wii, and those playing it for the first time, will enjoy discovering the origins of The Legend of Zelda.
This is gonna be April.
The Legend
July,
of Zelda
okay.
Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th. Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release day at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran. Even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear.
You have 4 minutes left.
I
They're
hope
not
those
gonna
of
fit
you
anything
who've
else
played
in,
The
I
Legend
don't
of
think.
Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well.
That means no Ocarina of Time, no Majora's Mask.
Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Jason Brown, more controllers to catch the drift. Thanks.
Well, what did you think? The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword
looks
has been
great.
optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick. Okay, the next game will be our last announcement for today. Please take a look at this.
Bayonetta 3? Borderlands? No? What the hell is that? Oh, Splatoon! Splatoon 3? What is happening here? What is this game? Chris, if you are right, I'm going to lose my mind. If it's just Splatoon 2 DLC, I will be very disappointed. What is this? Splatoon train simulator. Oh. They got 2 minutes left. Okay, but what kind of... Is it just regular Splatoon? Is it more Splatoon? So 4v4, just like before. What the heck? I'm only interested if there's something different about it than Splatoon 2, other than the maps. It looks too similar to Splatoon 2. Justify that number and the $60.
What you've just seen is the latest installment in the Splatoon series, Splatoon 3. This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while. We hope you'll stay tuned for more information at a later time. Today, we showed you a sampling of games coming to Nintendo Switch. A variety of games are in...
Let me know, what's your favorite announcements today?
And we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Well, I think, so for me, the tactical RPG triangle, whatever, triangle something. Hold on. Let me put on some music. So the triangle game, that looked cool. And, obviously Zelda. I'm excited for that. Skyward Sword is a really good game, and I think a lot of people are going to have fun there. And then Splatoon 3, I mean, might be huge, but for all we know, it's just Splatoon 2 with new maps, which I just don't care. I love Splatoon, but they need to reinvent it. They need to reinvent it and do something different. I think overall it was pretty good. I'm very I feel like they should not have brought out Eiji Aonuma if they were not going to talk about Breath of the Wild 2. And I know that somebody in chat said, I'm glad that they addressed it, which is perfectly fine. Oh, let me get rid of that. I don't need me in the corner there. Well, you know, just because they didn't talk about Zelda's 35th anniversary doesn't mean that we don't have a 35th anniversary thing. Slap by Fish says, I mean, even Splatoon 2 wasn't necessary. I don't know. It had it had another single player thing. The graphics were much better. But honestly, I'm fine with Splatoon 2. I don't foresee any good reason to do Splatoon 3 unless they change it. Now, just because they didn't tell us what they're doing different doesn't mean that they're not going to do anything differently. You know what I mean? I'm bummed that we're not getting whatever it's called back there, Ocarina of Time. I wanted a bundle of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask for the Switch. Like, that would have been huge for me. Astro Josh says, I'm sad that there's no Bayonetta 3. They said they're still working on it, so. I mean, not in this direct. They didn't announce Zelda gear for Animal Crossing, so I'll still hold out hope for a Zelda. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were still talking about Mario's 35th anniversary with Animal Crossing. So my guess is the Zelda stuff will be further down in the year. Oh, I get what you're saying, Fish. Yeah. Well, KB Umotu, I don't think it was lame. There's some really good stuff in there. No Metroid Prime. There's no Metroid Prime. That's upsetting. I was really hoping for Metroid Prime Trilogy. Yeah. Richard makes a good point. We won't hear about the other anniversaries until Mario's all done. Just in case you guys are interested, you guys can get shirts like these. I'm going to pin it to chat right now, or in a minute. Yeah, right now. You guys can get these shirts if you click on that link in chat right there. So make sure that you check that out. Especially the 10K thank you shirts. Those are only available until the end of March, and then they're gone after that. Excuse me. But I think that's it for me. Mario Golf is huge. I'm definitely going to be picking that up. Project Triangle Strategy, that's definitely a pickup. And Skyward Sword is another pickup. And I'm out of here. I thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time right here in the Nerd Nest. By the way, StadiaCast on Sunday. Be here.